Hey everyone, it's Flak. After tons of speculation, DICE has finally revealed what exactly we can expect when Battlefield 5 launches on November 20th. For this video, I'll cover all the new info regarding guns, tanks, airplanes, gadgets, and more. So let's start with guns. DICE have confirmed there will be 37 of them at launch, 30 primary weapons, and 7 secondaries. Statistics for rate of fire here in this video are historical, as we don't have actual data on what these values will be in-game. Like previous Battlefield titles, guns are restricted by class. The Assault class has access to assault rifles and to semi-automatic rifles. Assault rifles in Battlefield 5 include the Sturmgewehr 44, a select-fire version of the Guslav Volkssturmgewehr rifle, and the M1907 SL, which I also assume to be select-fire. The Guslav uses the same 30-round magazines as the Sturmgewehr 44, and it will likely sacrifice accuracy for rate of fire. Other games clock the automatic Guslav at around 700 rounds per minute. The available semi-automatic rifles include the familiar Selbstlader 1916, Gewehr 43, M1A1 carbine, the typical semi-auto Guslav Volkssturmgewehr, and the Turner SMLE. This selection of guns best equips the assault player for those medium-range engagements. For the medic class in Battlefield 5, they're equipped with a variety of submachine guns. These include the Sten, Suomi KP31, the EMP, MP40, MP28, MP34, and the Thompson M1928A1. Of the weapons new since the Battlefield 5 beta, both the MP28 and MP34 are essentially improved select-fire versions of the MP18, capable of accepting 20 or 32-round magazines and delivering around 600 rounds per minute. The Thompson M1928A1 was widely issued during World War II, and it could take a variety of magazines ranging from a 20-round box magazine to a massive 50-round drum. It had a fire rate of 700 rounds per minute. The medic in Battlefield 5 is intended to be on the front lines in close combat to heal and revive fallen teammates, so the short range on SMGs here is appropriate. Meanwhile, the support class can bring to bear light and medium machine guns, as well as shotguns. These include the KE-7, Bren, FG-42, and the Lewis gun for LMGs, as well as the MG-34 and MG-42 for medium machine guns. Available shotguns include the triple-barreled M30 Drilling and the 12-gauge automatic. It's an interesting combination of weapons here that makes the class a decent threat at most ranges. And the Recon class is equipped with some long-range weaponry, including bolt-action rifles and self-loading rifles. Bolt actions include the Gewehr 9530, the side-loading Krag-Jorgensen, Lee Enfield No. 4 Mark I, and the Kar 98K. I'm particularly excited to see the Krag-Jorgensen in-game because it feeds from a unique top-loading integral box magazine and has some really peculiar characteristics DICE can play with in terms of gameplay. The Recon self-loading rifles fill the designated marksman role with the familiar Model 8, RSC, and the ZH-29. For pistols, every class will have access to the following: the P-38, Ruby, Luger, Repetierpistole M1912, the venerable M1911, the Mark VI revolver, and the crude single-shot FP45 Liberator pistol. Given its ridiculous reload process, the Liberator will quickly become the next humiliation weapon in the vein of Battlefield 1's Calibri. You actually have to eject the spent cartridge using a stick, so if you miss, well, you're probably not going to have another opportunity. Looking at the available weapons, there is a lot here that we're familiar with from Battlefield 1. In fact, over a fourth of the guns are featured in Battlefield 1. Now, part of this is acceptable on the basis that many of these weapons did actually see service in World War II, but I still would have liked to have seen more weapon variety in Battlefield 5. Devs say they do have plans to include plenty of new weapons over time, and we've actually spotted a few of the guns not on the list hidden away in trailers, such as the British Well gun. For more weird guns DICE could add to Battlefield 5, you can of course click the link here on the screen. If there still aren't enough weapons for you, just remember that all future Battlefield 5 weapons, maps, and vehicles are free to everyone. So let's talk about vehicles. DICE is promising 24 of them for Battlefield 5. For tanks, devs have confirmed the inclusion of the Churchill gun carrier, the Churchill Mark 7, the Valentine Mark 8, the Valentine AA Mark 1, and the Staghound T-17E1. Now, technically the Staghound is an armored car, though I suspect it's intended to counter the speedy German Panzer 38T light tank. Other German tanks in the game include the Panzer IV, Flak Panzer IV, and the Tiger I. Confirmed transport vehicles include the Kettenkrad, the Kubelwagen, the Sonderkraft Fahrzeug 251 half-track, the M3 half-track, and the diminutive Universal Carrier. Personally, I'm excited about the last one as it's versatile and quick. Larger vehicles will be able to tow the Flak 38 cannons or the Pak 40 AT gun. I was pleasantly surprised with the vehicle variety in Battlefield 5, which is a welcome change from what we had in Battlefield 1. Now, you might have been disappointed with the weapon count here in Battlefield 5, but it's difficult to argue that DICE isn't delivering the goods on vehicles. Similarly, for aircraft, DICE is reportedly adding variants of the Bf-109 and Spitfire fighters, as well as the Mosquito, Blenheim, Stuka, and Junkers 88 bombers. Devs also confirmed new reinforcements with the T-48 GMC 6-pounder anti-tank half-track for the British and the Sonderkraft Fahrzeug 251 Pakwagen for the Germans. These vehicles both mount massive cannons on board maneuverable half-tracks, which should let them outflank most of their intended prey. The other confirmed reinforcements include the V-1 and JB-2 rockets, Sturmtiger, Churchill Crocodile, and a supply canister drop. For gadgets, DICE has some interesting items planned, including the Piat launcher and the Sturmpistole. The Piat was a valuable anti-tank weapon for British forces, while the Sturmpistole will probably be, well, about as effective as K-bullets at damaging heavy enemy armor. Other notable gadgets include the S-35 Bouncing Betty mine, Sticky Dynamite, and the flare gun returns with Battlefield 5. Lastly, devs confirmed a slew of melee weapons for close quarters combat. Standouts include the infamous cricket bat, the British Army jackknife, and the Solvay knife, named after the main character in the single-player war story, Nordlys. Overall, it's nice to see some real communication from devs on all of what is going to be included with Battlefield 5. For all the details, you can click the link here in the description for the official Battlefield blog post on this topic. In the meantime, I'm curious what you think about all the new info confirmed by DICE for Battlefield 5. Are you excited? Do you think it's enough? Tell me down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification bell to get updates on the latest Battlefield 5 news. And if you want to help out the channel, sharing videos on Facebook and Twitter goes a long way to help us grow. And as always, thanks for watching.